Hi everybody, it's Rita. You're tuning into Married and Making It, the makeup edition. So I'm doing this tutorial, and this is my very first tutorial for makeup. But I'm doing this tutorial because a lot of you guys have asked that I just go ahead and start jumping into these makeup tutorials. So the first thing I want to do in this tutorial is eyebrows, because eyebrows, for whatever reason, over the last couple of years have just disappeared. Like either they not there, or like it's just a little line there, or like it looked like, you know, sperm, because there's like this little dot and then this little line. Y'all don't do that. That is not an eyebrow. That is a mess, okay? So I'm gonna tell you guys how I do my eyebrows to get the looks that you guys see on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter whenever I post my pictures. So stay tuned.
Two, three.
Okay, you guys, so the first thing I want to tell you when it comes down to doing your eyebrows is that you want to make sure that you start with like a clean brow. And what I mean by that is, like, if you have to get maybe like an eyebrow wax to kind of clean up under here or clean up at the top, just making sure your eyebrows are clean. So that's step number one. So whether you decide to wax them, you decide you're going to shape them up and arch them yourself, whatever you do, start with a clean brow. And mine are not, you know, they're not especially clean right now, but I can clean that up later on. But they're sharp enough to where I don't need to kind of fix it right now. So, first thing I always do, and y'all, my pencil, y'all can tell I use it because like it almost look like one of them school nubs. But anyway, what I normally do is I'll take my pencil, and this is it's the Duo by e.l.f. The words are gone off of it, and like I said, the pencil, you can tell I've been using. But what I will usually do is take this pencil and I'll just kind of brush my brows, you know, in the shape that I want to go, just to kind of get them straight. So brushing it first. Then after I brush, I'll go in with this brown eyeliner or pencil liner, and this is by MAC, and this is in the color Brown Border. And I always suggest going in with brown because black is just going to be really bold, and you don't want that crazy look. Like black just, it kills the whole, it'll kill your whole look. So I go in with brown. Make sure that your pencil or your pen, whatever you're using, is really, really sharp and pointy. Mine's, of course, is not, because, like I said, I do use this. And what you do is you want to start like here, right here. If y'all can see that little line, or that little dot that I just made, start at the very bottom of the ending of your eyebrow. And you're going to start from the inside and work your way out. And when you do it, if this is like your first time doing this, start slow. So sketch slow. You're going to sketch a line, and you want to make sure it's a little harsh, but you're going to sketch going up into your arch. So you see how it's going up into my arch, and then I'm going to sketch going down, and you just kind of want to drag it out. So up and then down. Okay, and that's going to shape the bottom part of your brow. And then you're going to do the very same thing at the top. Sketch. Now for some of y'all might be able to just go and draw your line on there and then done deal. But for beginners, sketch it out. And then just make sure that when you do it, your line's connecting. So the line up here, if you saw me sketch, it connected to my bottom line. So this is what it looks like now, right? Kind of looks funky, kind of looks crazy. But what you're going to do is you're going to go back and you're going to shade it in. And I always shade from the back to the front. So, and you want to be very light when you do this, because those harsh streaks are going to make you look crazy. So just kind of sketch. Be very light-handed. Okay. And my pencil, of course, is, or my pen, is kind of going down on me. I'm just kind of dotting it up right there, guys. Alright, so that's my brow for now. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And don't worry if you mess up when you're initially starting out, because concealer is your friend. Okay, and then you go back and just kind of shade it in. Alright, so this is what I look like right now, okay? Rough edition. So what I do is I take my brush again and I go back and I kind of, if y'all see like the whole mascara fling, you know how you put the mascara on? I'm doing the same thing here with my eyebrows. And this will just kind of, it's going to mash it all in together. It's gonna bring it together pretty much. So this is what I usually do. Alright, so that's enough of that. So the next thing is you're going to put your concealer on. And I usually go back and forth. Like, I will sometimes use my MAC Pro Concealer. And this is in the shade NC42 because I'm normally in my face foundation. I'm NC45. Or I'll use the True Match because the True Match is a little bit lighter than the NC45. And it just gives me more like of a pop look with my eyebrow. And this one is W45. So these are the two concealers that I usually use when I'm doing my brows. And I guess I'll use the MAC today. So I use a concealer brush, and this concealer brush is by e.l.f. And I recommend that if you're just starting out, e.l.f. brushes are good when you're just starting out. And the reason I say that is because they usually are really good about labeling what kind of brush you're using. So if it's a concealer brush, it'll say concealer. If it's for your eyeshadow, it'll say eyeshadow. If it's for foundation or blush, you get it. It states it. So if you're just starting out, this is a good way for you to learn what brushes do what, or what brushes are for what. So I'm going to use the concealer brush. I'm going to use the MAC NC42. And this really goes a long way. So I don't do a lot. I usually do like a little, just a little dab, because a little goes a long way, like I said. And what you want to do is just kind of, you're going to trace that mark that you made. You don't want to get too close. You can kind of dot it up just to make sure you're not too close. So just kind of, and this is what you're going to do to clean up your brows. So I know it looks like a mess right now, right? Okay. And I usually do a little over the top too. You gotta be really careful with this though, because you can wipe away like all of your work. Ooh. Alright. I just took concealer from under my eye and just applied it to the top. And so what you do is you want to pull down. Just gonna pull it down. But make sure you get close. That way you're concealing any of that leftover hair under your eye. And then usually what I do is I'll take my finger and just kind of blend it. You can either pull it down or swipe it across. It really don't matter which way you do it, honestly. So, started one and we'll finish the other. Yeah, I gotta add some more concealer to my top brow. Don't worry about that dot, y'all. Like, I did that on purpose. Make sure y'all paying attention. Lies, though. Lies. And I'll usually just... Look at my hand. I look like a crackhead, y'all. But I usually connect in the middle just to make sure, you know, it's all matching up or whatever. So now I'm just going to kind of clean it back up. So harsh line again. Right? Back over with my brush. And that is pretty much brows for me, y'all. Don't, like I said, don't mind my white face, but that's pretty much it. My lips feel really dry though. So yeah, brows, you guys, in a nutshell.